All right. Hey, this is Phil Lilley and Blake Wilson and Jackson. We're going to do one cast today. It is Wednesday the 21st of April, and we survived the big snow and the cold last night. Still pretty chilly and windy today. Well, we are on Bull Shoals again. Actually, we are on Beaver Creek. If you find Kissy Mills, Missouri, you'll probably find Beaver Creek. It's about 7 miles by water below Parasite, I believe. About that. Lake level is still up enough that we're actually in a field off the creek. Go ahead and give you a shot. Past those trees is the actual creek, and we are we're looking at a bluff. You follow that creek to the left where you see the bluff go. That takes you out to the main lake, Bull Shoals. This is just a creek or a field that's flooded, where the water's up in. We kind of came up here first. There's not any boats up here, so we kind of on our own. They have been catching white bass and black bass and Kentuckys and walleye and crappie up here for 2 or 3 weeks. But we came up in here because we've been catching fish in Swan Creek in the fields in pretty shallow water. We're in 6 feet of water actually right here. The wind is blowing back into this area right here. They got weeds and stuff up there in the field, and we've actually caught about a half dozen, 7 or 8 white bass in this area. Most of them have been about that big, but we have one keeper in the live well. And it was pretty cool. A minute ago, I was reeling one in that was about that long, about a year-old white bass, and a big old black bass came up and just about ate it at the boat. So, but I'm throwing a 3/32 ounce white jig, a 4-pound line, and throwing it out and working it fast. Kind of a jerky motion. Those white bass really like something that's moving and erratic. So and I've done this, we do this on trout. When they're up in the water column and maybe there's some wind, we do it with a 32 ounce jig a lot. So nothing on the first cast. Got that out of the way. But throwing it out, like I said, we're probably throwing up in 3 or 4 foot of water. And because the wind is, there's one. Because the wind is blowing up into this flat, we think it's probably blown some bait fish up in here, and that's why we kind of picked this spot. And so far, this is about what we're catching, except for the one white bass that we have in the live well. Pretty good sized male, about 1 pound. But we're gonna probably fish here for a little while, probably venture on up into the creek, see what's going on. I can see 2 or 3 boats up there. And actually, I'd like to go straight downwind and hit that far bank. There's another field over there that's flooded, and we might find some bigger white bass up against that channel swing up in the field there. I'm not sure how deep of water. But this is kind of fun, catching just little white bass. And you never know when some bigger white bass are going to move in. I don't think Blake's caught one yet. I think I'm up to 10. He's throwing a Blue Rebel?
No, I'm throwing Signature Series 762 Plum Stupid.
Yeah, he's throwing that. Hopefully you heard him, because I don't want to repeat it. We saw something big come up on the edge of the grass a minute ago. Probably a black bass chasing a minnow or something. The water up here is 54 degrees. I've seen 55 over there by in the main lake, in the main creek, and it was 50 where we put in out on the main lake, out on Bull Shoals. There's another one. Just a little tiny bit bigger. These little things are 1 year old. These were hatched last year. What are you doing? He's gonna put on a white jig, I bet you.
Crazy is I was trying the 1/32 ounce. They didn't want us to do with that.
Huh. Oh, I missed him. It'd be nice if some big old whites came in here. Especially since we got it all to ourselves right at the moment. And it's gonna, as it gets later in the day, it's gonna get colder. It's about 54 degrees, I think, today. It got down to 30 last night. Big heavy frost. It didn't really do too much damage to our plants, which was nice. But it's supposed to get cold again tonight. I'm pretty confident we'll be okay. Those white bass really like something moving fast and erratic. Ah, just missed another one. One more cast. I'm not sure how long we're going to stay here. I'd sure like to go look around some more before it gets too late. I used to come up here a lot in the 80s and the 90s, and really haven't been back much here in the last 6, 7, 8 years. Especially, oh, I just missed one. Especially with when the lake gets super high, I don't have any confidence to come down here and fish Bull Shoals. Those years I used to come here in the 80s and 90s, the lake very rarely got high, and you know, we were fishing normal levels all the time, and it was easy to find fish. What we'll probably do is heavily edit this one cast because it's what time is it? So it's 5 o'clock right now, so we're gonna fish till dark, which is probably around 8. So we'll turn the camera off for now, and probably turn it back on when we go try another spot. Hey, we've worked our way up into Beaver Creek. We've fished some edges coming up, some wind-blown banks, and we've caught some little black bass is all we've caught. We've seen some fish on the live scope, but nothing yet. But we came up about, we can go probably further in the boat, but we're in about 5 foot of water. We're at the maiden hole I believe that's what, I hadn't been up here in years. I used to come up here a lot in the 80s and 90s, and it's really changed a lot. Used to be trees all through here. They've all died because it's been flooded so much. Around here, you're looking at 160. That's the bridge over Beaver Creek on 160, just east of Kissy Mills. 160 goes across the south edge of Missouri over to Gainesville. And there's a campground there. I'm not sure if it's still, it's out of the water. I guess you could camp there, but there's a little boat ramp up by the bridge, or used to be. Yeah, there is, I can see it. And above the bridge, you go a little ways, and there's a place called the Devil's Tea Tables. Real cool rock formations on the bluff. So we've seen some fish on the live scope up here. I saw a big school of something run by. But it's kind of getting late in the day. We kind of want to be someplace where we get some fish. Later on, it's 6:30 now. So a few boats up here, but we're the only ones up here this high up. That's never a good sign, white bass season. You want to go where the boats are usually. So we're going to kind of work our way out. The water's super clear up here. Most of the time it is. We're going to watch the live scope, see if we can see any schools of fish. Water up here is almost 55 degrees. So it's a nice temperature. But we're going to try and see if we can locate some white bass. It's pretty. I think we're going to leave the camera on for a while. We've been catching some big old bluegill. Caught two. We kind of worked our way out of the maiden hole. You can see the road that goes along the creek there. We've just been throwing different colored jigs and just picking fish. We're seeing all kind of fish on the live scope. But we can't get them to bite, and we're pretty much determined that they're bluegill, big bluegill. So we're going to leave the camera on and fish this flat right here. The creek kind of comes off the bluff and then the field, and then it's back over here on the field, and it snakes back. You can kind of see now. But we're going to leave the camera on and see if we can catch a fish on camera. It's getting pretty chilly. The wind's still blowing, and it's about 7. About 45 minutes till the sun goes down. We might have a problem with our mics. We'll see how long our mics last. I think they'll last for a while. Batteries are a little low. I'll let you watch Blake fish, and I'm gonna fish up here. I don't have to. I guess I can fish down here. Jack doesn't know where to go. We're in about 7 foot of water, and these trees are flooded. But there's no rhyme or reason where we're catching fish. And no rhyme or reason where we're seeing fish, except they're just scattered. I've got a blue and white 16th ounce jig on, 2-pound line. I don't know what you put on.
That was another one of my little in your office creations.
Oh, he doesn't even know what color it is. But we're just kind of wandering around, kind of working our way back out. Yeah, I got you looking in the sun. It's a big no-no. Kind of wanted to look out here real quick. A lot of scope. See if we see anything. Not a thing. Last cast in this spot. I'm not, yeah, we're going to do something different. Running out of time. Okay, let's go. Okay, now what are we gonna do? I don't know, work our way back. I don't know if those fish will be in there with no wind blowing. Yeah.
There's fish jumping out of the water back there.
Well, that's carp. And that's snag. You know what?
I don't know. Those fish are getting after it. Look at that. Those aren't carp.
I don't think, unless they're...
There's something chasing something back there.
Oh gosh, okay. Full speed, hold on.
We need to dial a new jig.
I'll show you where we're going, what we're looking at. So we saw some fish surfacing back here. This is where we were when we signed on one cast, but the wind was blowing back in here. I don't like all the noise things making. They quit. Whatever they're doing, they quit back here. Hmm? I don't see them.
There's something chasing something.
Over there.
They're still all up against these edges, dude.
Yeah, they are. I don't think they're very big fish, though. It could be those whites. It could be small black bass. They, you know, that big old bass that chased that white bass I on the line's still out here too. Okay. Oh, they're still up here, right on the edge. Those weeds. There's some back there too. This is the time of year the carp get up in these fields in real shallow water. Oh yeah, look at them. Oh, that was a big fish. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, that was a big old black bass. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of those largemouth.
I know. I'm gonna catch one right here. Right here. Right there. Right there. Right there. Got him. No, that wasn't a black bass. A little white bass. Get off there. Okay, I need to back up a little bit. You know, I need to put this in a different place. And fall over everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I sure hope I didn't spook them out. They're back there in the back there too.
Oh, they're everywhere. I don't know what they're feeding on, but they're getting it.
Yeah.
I wonder. I think it's time for a jerkbait.
I don't know. I wouldn't take the well, you got one tied on.
Tied on.
I hook one of these largemouths with this 2-pound line. We're gonna have a show. They are moving around.
I'd like to know what they're eating.
Little minnows. Minnow, shad, something. They're still back up in those weeds, see them? Maybe we ought to just stay right here. I was thinking about going back there in the back, but
I think they're all around the edges there. Oh.
yeah, bump.
Yeah. Something pushed it.
I'm only in 2.5 foot of water up here.
Back in there. I wish I could throw my jerkbait in there.
If it was weedless. It's pretty cool to watch.
Come on, my bait's right on.
I'd be tempted to throw in there too, but I got a 2-pound line, I know.
I only got 4 of them. Look at them gibbs back there. I wish I had something weedless.
Yeah. Hey. Look at this.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, monster.
Don't lose him. About 3.5. We're not keeping those.
There's a monster. Just get right along that edge and then find it.
Yeah, I got the wrong bait. Unless we go in the back. Make our way back.
It's really cool to see.
Yeah. Sorry. Moving a little bit too much. this one right here. Oh, that's, no, you don't have that on.
I've got that one on.
Hurry up and get him in, because there's one chasing the minnow right there. I want to throw at it. There, I think I got it.
Oh, it's been a while since I did some largemouth fishing.
Pretty nice. Stinking bass.
Okay, I need a pair of pliers.
Oh, I got one. Ooh, it's a good one too. Says my batteries are low. Stay on, stay on, stay on. I'm talking about the camera, not the fish. I'm not sure if this is a black. This could be a white. Fighting like a white. Not coming up and jumping. Turn that down. That's white bass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, he hit that.
Go over there.
They're all around us now. Gosh.
What? Stressful fishing. Okay, no more mics. This is just straight GoPro. Get out of my way. Come on,
Treat what?
No. You stay up here. I just want to be on your side.
No, I'm trying to get myself close to the grass.
There's fish out here in the middle.
They're everywhere.
Okay. Look right there.
They're still on the edges though.
Got him. Didn't even hit the water, hardly. Oh, it's a stinking bass.
Is it a white bass? Is it a bass?
Huh? I'll keep white bass. The little one. Fat mama spotted. You really got to work. That was cool. That little black bass just popped one out of the water. I'll catch him. What the heck? Eat it. Get him?
Oh yeah. Taking me for a ride.
Crazy. Where should I throw?
This is super cool.
Where should I throw?
Oh, over there.
That's too far. Nice. Look it out of the way. You're just catching the same fish over and over. Maybe we should have just stayed here.
I'm thinking this was the spot to be all day.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack. Well, we saw that one bass chase that little white bass in here. You know.
They're doing it. I mean, they're doing it all over this flat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, I think that was there was a school of shad that's swimming out there. That's what those bass are following. Too far.
Too far. I got that.
Too far. Hi, Katie. Got him. Oh.
You break the 2 pound line?
Yes. that was a pretty cool sound. Get him out of here. You want the net? Okay, enough camera time for you. Got a white jig on this 4-pound line. Maybe I can just throw that instead. But I acting like an idiot and using 2-pound on these fish. Golly. I was looking around for something to blow up. For those that don't understand what that term means, it's a term of endearment. We do say stinking bass. We're trying to catch white bass for the table. Get my picture worth of bass. We're still in, well, we're in 3 foot of water now. Ooh. Something doesn't sound right. Huh. Oh, I broke my rod tip.
Oh no.
I didn't think that sounded right. Oh.
I'm worried about us.
Yeah. I think better sign off before it gets too dark. It was fun, Beaver Creek. If you guys get out here, it's fun back in here. Not many boats out today, and I really didn't see too many people catching fish. I think we're stuck on something. So, yeah, we got a whole bunch of mud kicking up. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed all these bass. It was fun. See you tomorrow.